Well, of course, that was the conversation I had with Liverpool legend Jason Makatia earlier in the morning at St. Mary's here in Nairobi. But remember, we've changed gears now. It's all about karate. We are in the gymnasium, and it's all about Japan Karate Association that is taking place here at the Nyayo Indoor Gymnasium. Of course, a number of people have turned out for this event. Yes, we have some action going on the floor at the moment. Very, very interesting. I will be speaking to of course, the organizers and, of course, the people from the federation. We get to hear from them, what this championship is all about. Remember, it's the East African Championship happening here in Nairobi. I want to speak to them. We get to hear how the event has been so far, and of course what to expect in this event happening here at the Nyayo Stadium, Nyayo Gymnasium. I'm just standing back to see the action that was behind me there, and I want us to speak to the organizers of this tournament, and yes, we talk about how this event has been. If you can move back a bit. Yes, there. Yes, let's begin with the names.
My name is Dr. Charles Mbogwa. Yes, I'm the Vice President of the Japan Karate Association World Federation of Kenya and the Secretary General of the Eastern Africa Japan Karate Association World Federation. That's me.
Yes, tell us about today's event. We have a lot of people here in the gymnasium. Tell us about the East African event and how many countries are here, and the type of competition that we have on the floor.
Thank you very much. This is an Eastern Africa event, so it means we are bringing on board member countries from the various nations that make up Eastern Africa. So we are talking of nations like Kenya, we have got TZ, you have got Uganda, you have got members like DRC, and one key objective of bringing all these countries together is, number one, to showcase the inclusivity of the sport. If you can see, you'll see that they are young ones. You have got the youth, and also you've got veterans. We have got both males and females, showcasing the gender aspect. And of course, we bring also diverse religions on board. That is the inclusivity that JKEWF delivers, not just to Kenya, but to the entire region. Two, we want to have this as a ground of preparations for the forthcoming Africa championships, JKEWF, which will be held in South Africa. And so it means then you are able to pick the upcoming very gifted and talented karatekas, as we also learn from each other in regard to the various nations that are there. So it offers an opportunity for continuous learning, bettering of skills, in particular also achieving what the founding father Funakoshi Gishini said, that we must enhance our character as participants in this particular sport.
I've seen a number of young ones here on the floor. I mean, what have you done to make sure that, rather to attract such a huge number of young kids coming to karate?
I think we have invested on what would be termed as the value of karate as a discipline, as a character building sport, and that has therefore attracted quite a diverse number of participants. One, you know pretty well that karate is not about violence. So one of the key components of karate is about peace. So when we now bring on board a sport that markets, that drives, that nurtures what would be termed as peace, then you'll have many more, because everybody who truly would like to see a more peaceful community, a more peaceful school, a more peaceful environment, then would adopt the kind of tenets that we do have in karate. So that aspect of showcasing that karate is not about violence, it is about peace, has endeared many more to come on board. Then Japan Karate Association World Federation Kenya chapter has invested in training a number of trainers. That means then, as we go by, because of the strategic roadmap that we set, we are able to continuously improve. And one measure of improvement is the number of new karatekas who are coming on board, the number of gradings that we do have, the referees that we are continuously capturing in conjunction with other countries, but also guided by the headquarters, and that is Japan. So all those have brought on board a serious drive. And of course, the leadership of JKAWF Kenya has given a major boost to what would be termed as the continuous growth and development of this particular cultural sport in Kenya.
I see you brought a friend right here, so let me speak to him. I get to hear what he has to say. Of course, at the same time, we have some action, of course, going on the floor, and very interesting. They, of course, have other participants also cheering on to the two young men that are on the floor. Very interesting. So let's continue this conversation on karate. It's the East African Championship. How's the event been so far?
So far, it's very good. We have been having the training since Monday at Impala, and this is the climax of the whole thing by hosting this tournament, so that we can see what we have been rehearsing and teaching has been captured, and also in preparation for the future tasks that we, as an association, that we'll be having. First of all, my name is Colonel Retired Vincent Anami. I am the patron of JKA Kenya, and at the same time, I'm the interim chairman of the East African JKA. Yeah.
As the interim chairman of East Africa, what can you say about the growth of this sport? Because we've seen there is a lot of interest from young ones who have come out here.
The growth is on the right pathway. As you can see, we've got a lot of youth here, and the youth is the future. Yes. So when they get it right, then we'll be having a better system. We have been depending on South Africa. We are affiliate of South Africa, but now we want to have the East African regions, which is already in place. That's why I'm the interim chairman. So we want to develop in the East African region. South Africa is very developed because they host all these things to themselves. So we want to start bringing our people here. We also want to train in Rwanda, Uganda. They have offered also another training for us, and Tanzania. And then we'll go up to Congo for future training. All the same, we are also preparing to host the African Championship in 3 years' time. Yes.
Yes. When we talk about karate, I understand that they are different types of karate.
Absolutely.
Yes, if you can please take us through these different types of karate.
There are several types of karate. The Shotokan, which is here. This is the big practice here. The Shotokan karate. There is Gujuru. There is Kembo. There are around 11 different karate systems. Yes. That are registered nationwide. So every system has got their own styles and rules. But then, like for in Kenya, we've got also what we call the Kenya Karate Federation, which brings all these different systems into place. So they also hold what we call the inter-systems karate. Yes, absolutely.
So now this is Shotokan.
This is Shotokan, basically. Yes, this is Shotokan.
So what does Shotokan entail?
The karate entails the same thing of defense, discipline, all that, but the styles, and like most of the judges here right now, these are basically judging on Shotokan systems. But if it is a tournament being held by KKF, there is the International World Karate Federation that provides the rules for that to include everybody in play. Yeah.
Yes, and speaking to your colleague earlier, he said that this is also preparations for Africa Championships. Yes. So what do you have to say about that?
We hope to make it to the levels that we're looking at, and but with what I can see going on, we will have a good chance to be a level better behind here. Yes.
Not only South Africa.
Not only South Africa.
Thank you very much, Colonel. I appreciate for your time. Of course, some of the officials are from the Japan Association, WF Kenya Federation. giving us more insights on today's competition and what to expect in the future when you talk about karate. Right about now, I want us to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be talking about Sweatfest 2024. We'll be talking about that, and also we'll get to talk to some of the participants here. We get to hear from them, how the event has been. That will be after the break.